Hey everybody, welcome back to Minecraft on the PS4. I am Sovereign. Thank you once again for returning for another episode, everybody. Today, be quiet back there. Today we're going to be working on our Guardian farm. Now, you guys had seen, previously how much I had gotten done on it. But then actually yesterday I spent like another 7 hours working on it. And, in that time, though, I managed to finish draining the bottom of it and the inside of it. And so now we have all the water gone, at least that I know of. If I missed any, it's not going to be very much. So, it'll be no big deal to get rid of. So, yeah, we're almost there now, guys. So we're actually ready to begin official farm construction. Now, the only thing is, I'm going to have to finish, cleaning it up a bit. You know what I mean? I don't want it to just be like, I drained it and then I made a farm. Like, I want it to look pretty. You know me, guys, right? So, I'm going to make the farm today, or, I'm at least going to try to. This is the first time I've ever done this, and, I'm trying not to really go off of, like, a tutorial too much because I understand how the farm works. I mean, they spawn within a certain limited area, within and around an ocean monument, even if you drain the water. Once you put water back in, they can continue to spawn again. And, from there, it's just a matter of getting... Where did I get all this crap from? From killing those people? Dude, that's a nice bow, too, man. Jeez. But, from there, I mean, it's just a matter of, harnessing the Guardians themselves, bringing them to a central killing and collection point and, yada yada, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, I'm pretty confident that I can do that. I'm going to kill these pigs real quick. I kept having issues with, food all the way out here, man. It's in, like, on the edge of a desert, and so there really weren't too many animals. Luckily, though, killing the Guardians, I got plenty of fish. But, I don't like eating fish. Like, man, it takes forever to freaking, get your hunger fully saturated when you eat fish. And I feel like it used to do 3 bars of saturation, and now it only does 2.5. But I'm not sure. I could be totally mistaken. But, either way, it doesn't matter. Worst come to worst, we do have fish that we can eat. But you know what? I would prefer something else that, fills me up a little bit quicker. And besides, in real life, I'm not a huge fan of fish anyhow. But you know what? My mom, for some weird reason, I was craving fish. Like, this is like a few months ago, but I was craving fish, like really bad. I mean, I don't like fish, really, I don't. Except it's strange. I don't like fish because it's really fishy. But I like tuna fish, which is really weird because tuna fish is like the fishiest kind of fish. I don't understand how that works. I'm a weirdo. But yeah, anyhow, so I really was craving like fish though, not tuna fish, like a real fish, like a fillet, you know what I mean? And so my mom made me like, nice white, mild tilapia and breaded it, and it was all crispy. I mean, it was delicious. It was still kind of weird to eat though. It was like a mental hurdle getting over the fact that I was eating fish. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid how the brain works. I mean, it tasted good. And, the texture was good. I mean, like, really, it was good fish. But because my brain knew that it was fish I was eating and that I generally don't care for fish, my brain was trying to, make me not like it. It was funny. Sip of coffee there. Sorry, guys. So, someone asked me, Shakaloha, if I'm saying your name correctly, my friend. Shakaloha in the comments. When I mentioned I'm getting some money because my wife's grandfather passed. He said, what about the kids' college? And, that's a good question. I don't want anybody to get the idea that I don't give a shit about my kids. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cuss. I'm sorry. But seriously, I mean, I really don't want to give anybody that idea. And so that brought up he brought up a good question. And I told him, that's already been taken care of. It's kind of an intense story, and it's got some sad parts, but I would tell it another time. And you know what? I think I'll share that story now. Some of you, if you've been here for a very long time, may know or remember this story. But yes, my kids do have college funds set aside. It was a while ago that was done, and that's because my parents, once upon a time, had a grip of cash. And so, let me hold up. Brought some charcoal with me because I've been going through it like a maniac. Alright, we're almost done there. So yeah, a few years ago, probably like, I don't even know, 4 or 5 years now, you know, I was like, let's see, my daughter was 1, so she's 10 now. I'm 28 now. So I was like 20 years old. Let's just say 20. Um, yeah, I was like 20 years old, and yeah, so you'll see I cut the very top of this off too, guys, and I'm gonna make this, my central funneling point. So, oh, I need to go get some more glass though. Yeah, I still need to glass the whole outside of this thing, and then get rid of the sand too. I only have this side and this side glassed off. I need to still do the 2 far sides. But anyway, so when I was about 20, I don't know, somewhere like that, 19 or 20. I needed a better job. I was working at Walmart at the time, and my dad was working for a company called Hard Rock Structures Incorporated. And, it's construction, and it's good money, I mean, it's good money. It's like 18 bucks an hour, in so it's more than 5 years. Well, the money that they had was like 5, 6 years ago. But anyway, back then, I mean, dude, that was pretty good cash, for, way back then. And so, I'm like, okay, cool, he'll put in a good word for me, I'll get in with this crew. So my dad put in a good word for me, he loved his job, man. It was the first real construction job he ever worked, and he loved it. He was a tack welder. So we were, in Colorado, we're a huge, huge, like, army place, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have, barracks everywhere, and, like, we have NORAD here, which is, like, the most secure base on the planet. It's actually inside it's inside Pikes Peak. It's inside the mountains, so, it could survive, a missile strike or whatever, because it's inside the mountain. It's pretty intense. But anyway, yeah, so, being a big military town, this particular project we were working on with Hard Rock Structures was we were building barracks for transfers, soldiers from Fort Hood, Texas. And, we were using precast, excuse me, we were using precast cement pieces, to do the build. So, we'd get like these huge cement slabs, and God, there's got to be a cave down here. I'm always hearing zombies, and I hear an Enderman right now. Yeah, but anyway, so, we get these big old slabs of, prefabbed concrete, and then we would, lift them up with a crane, and we would tack them into place. My dad was a tack welder, so basically, you'd lift something up into the air, and you'd set it, where it needed to go. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. And, it would basically, he would just make it stay where it was supposed to be. And yeah, so he loved his job a lot. He said it was like playing with a giant, like, Connects set, those, like, Connects and Erector sets and stuff that, like, they had when we were kids, and I mean, he freaking, oh no, he loved that job, dude. He loved it. So, I was the ground rigger, so I would lay shim and stuff like that. Those of you who do construction, you know what I'm saying. I was the ground rigger, so I would, hook up the crane hooks and stuff when the piece was ready to be hoisted, and, I would lay down shim, which were like, basically there were, small metal spacers, essentially, between, the pieces of cement and stuff. And one day, I don't know, man, like, I had this really bad feeling, and so I'm like, Dad, look, I know, like, I called my parents crying because I felt so bad, and I had such a weird feeling. So I'm like, Dad, I'm so sorry, I know you put in a good word for me, and, I don't want to make it, make your word count for less. I was like, but I can't do this, I mean, I'm not, I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling, something's going, gonna go down, man, I don't know, just like something's wrong, right? I can't do it, Dad, I can't do it, I'm sorry. And, I mean, he was understandably, a little upset. And I'm trying to think here how I want to do this. Let's go up one more. Anyhow, and, so I quit after about, like, I don't know, 4 days or something. I just had this really bad feeling, I mean, I just could not get it out of my head, I just had this feeling, man. And it was just gnawing at me and gnawing at me, gnawing at me. So, I quit, man. And, I'm like, sorry, Dad, everything like that. And I quit. So, like a week goes by, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get a call from my sister. And, me and my sister, we love each other. Of course, she's my sister, and I would fight somebody for her. You know what I mean? But, we've never been super close. I mean, we've never been, like, really close as brother and sister. But she calls me up. She's basically like, I need to redo this a little bit. And she's basically like, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but you know, Dad just got a flight for life down to Memorial Hospital, and I instantly got super mad at her. I'm like, you know, Candace, her name's Candace. I'm like, Candace, if he's not that bad, he wouldn't have gotten a flight for life, you idiot. And I like hung up the phone, you know, and started like making calls, you know, to see what the heck was going on. I'm freaking out, you know. I mean, he's my stepdad, but he's my dad, you know. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he raised me and he's always been there for me. He's done the thing that dads do, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, this dude's my dad, man. This dude is my dad. So, you know, all right, I'm freaking out, man. You know, I'm freaking out. And, you know, she calls me back. She's got a ride for me down to Memorial Hospital where he is. And, you know, we get down there and 1, 2, 3. Hold on, sorry, guys. 4, 5, 6. Oop, 6. So there's still some water in there somewhere. 7, 8, because I hear one of them. But that's cool, dudes. And we'll find it. Anyway, and so, yeah, you know, this teacher from my high school, who my sister happened to know from, like, church or something, you know, dude was nice. He, you know, was going to give us a ride to the, you know, the hospital where my dad was. So, you know, I pack up what I need to pack up, and, you know, we get in the car when he shows up, and we start on our way down there. Longest ride of my life. It was the longest ride of my life. 4. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I cussed again. 7. Anyway, and you know, so we get down there, right? And you know, my mom's already there. I really don't know what's going on. I just know that if you got a flight for life, it's bad. Dang it. And you know, those of you that don't know, a flight for life is just when, you know, you're in such bad shape, critical, you know, critical shape, that they call in a helicopter to fly you to the nearest hospital, because if you go by ambulance, it's too slow and you will die before you arrive. So, you know, I knew, dude, like, I knew it's something, like, super, super serious. And, you know, we get down there. And, you know, we get into the waiting room, and I see my dad's boss, Travis, you know, from Hard Rock Structures, good guy. And, you know, he was, of course, my boss in the brief time I was working there. So, you know, I go up to him, and, like, he is just covered in blood. I mean, just, it's everywhere. Sorry. The story still gets me emotional. So, anyway, you know, he's just covered in blood, head to toe, man. You know, it was all over him and all over his, you know, boots and everything. I mean, it was like a horror scene. And, you know what I mean? Like, you see stuff in horror movies, and, like, you know, you see it in real life, it's totally different, man. And, you know, I look at him, and I'm like, just, I can't believe it. And I go, you know, I point down at his, you know, his shirt and his, you know, his jeans and his boots, and I'm like, is that my dad's? And he went, and he, like, looked down, you know, and he said, yes, yes, it is. And I just, like, lost it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I mean, I needed to, you know, collect myself a little bit again. So, you know, I lost it, and I was freaking out. It was a lot of blood. And we have 4. And I'm like, you know, I'm just freaking out, and you know, when can I see him? You know, where is he? I mean, like, for real, is he alive? What's going on? And he was alive. They investigated the accident, and you know, the best that they could figure, something went wrong with the crane. What they think was that when the crane, you know, was hoisting one of those big precast, you know, cement pieces, that it's, for, you know, one reason or another, the foundation shifted under the crane, which, of course, you know, threw the crane all off balance, and that in turn, you know, caused the boom on the crane, you know, to shift and move, and took the load that the crane had, and it hit the boom of the man lift. So, you know, my dad was in a lift 40 feet in the air, and it hit the boom on that lift, twisted it, and made the cage where he was, you know, fall to the ground 40 feet. My dad hit the ground from 40 feet in the air, and he hit the ground such force that, and when he hit, he landed on his feet, but one of his shin bones broke completely, and snapped out of his leg and spun around, almost amputating his leg from itself. Now, I tried to tell you guys at the beginning this was a pretty intense story, so I hope you guys are hanging in there. Because you know what? It's got a happy ending, so don't worry. So, and then, pieces of the cement precast broke off and then fell on him, just destroying his face. My dad had to have his face rebuilt, basically. Had to have his jaw rebuilt. It was, his mouth was wired shut for months. He got fed through a tube into his stomach. I mean, it was insane, right? And like the doctor said that he would be lucky to survive, but if he did, he would be in the I keep wanting to say NICU because my daughter was in the NICU when she was a baby. We've had a lot of tragedies in my family. Anyway, they said he would probably be in the ICU for 6 months, and he got out in 3. I'll tell you what, guys. My dad, he could eat nails and crap screws. Man, I'm telling you, this guy is tough. He's tough. And he's alive to this day. And I'm really thankful for that because one of the other guys on the crew, his name was Billy Needham, he had internal injuries that the paramedics couldn't, tell at that time. And so he didn't get a flight for life. He was taken by ambulance, and he died en route, leaving behind a wife and children. So, I'm very lucky my dad didn't die because somebody else died that day, and I can't imagine what his family is going through for that. It's just got to be terrible. So, but you know what? He's alive. He's blind completely now, though. His eyes were irreparably damaged in the accident. He's left completely blind. He has false eyes. And because of that accident, he got himself a pretty big chunk of change a few years back. $1.7 million. Yeah. And so, from that money, they set money aside to pay for my kids' college education. And that is how my kids have a college education. Now, something, cool about that, too, is that an independent, little film crew, as part of a project, did make a small documentary about my dad. And it's actually pretty sweet. If you guys would like to, you can watch it. I will try to remember to link it in the description. It is my actual dad, and you'll see my actual mother. And, you'll hear my mother talking about, my kids and stuff. And, you'll get to see if you guys have ever heard me mention a Lotus Esprit, you'll get to see the Lotus Esprit of which I speak. So, yeah. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on with that. I'm sorry if that story was a huge bummer to you, but had a happy ending, and I never really shared that story too much with anybody. And again, if you guys want to check out that little documentary, it's short. I don't know. I think it's like 11 minutes, maybe. I'm not even quite sure, but it's a cool little documentary, and let you see who my dad is and who my mom is a little bit. So, now that story's over. Let's change the subject. All right, I'm gonna get. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get more work done on this really quick. Then when I do that, I will come back because this is going to take me a while and a lot of glass. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're almost there. I think I'm going to make this the maximum height of the tank. Now, I know, some people have like huge ones, but I honestly don't need it to be that huge. That's what she said. I just need, I just need it to be enough to like really, spawn a good amount of guardians. But, I don't need it like to be super OP. Really, I go a night leaving this going AFK, man, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, so I'm good. But you know what? We are almost out of glass. So as you guys saw in that montage, I took a bunch of sand off the side of that wall for use in making glass. And darn it, dude, I am gonna lay some slabs down, man. I thought I was gonna get away with this without hitting a freaking slime chunk, man, and I did, dude. So I got slime spawning in here, man. It's so annoying. Come here, slime. Get out of my face. Get out of my face! Come on, Buster. Let's go, Buster. Get out of my face, Buster. We hit him. Jesus. Alright, now. So. I needed that. I want to take those slime blocks because why not? Okay, cool. Now, oh, you know what? Dude, I'm such a stupid face. I need wood. That's what she said. Because I'm going to need, yeah, to make some signs. Yeah, quite a few signs actually. Quite a few. I don't know. I hope I brought enough wood. I'm not actually entirely sure if I did or not. But we'll see. We'll see. It's alright. It's alright. Oh, and you know what's cool? Every now and again, I'll find a guardian, like writhing around down there on the ground. And I think it's because this tiny little column of water is a spawnable place for a guardian. And so I think very rarely a guardian will spawn in this water and then find its way down there, of course, and then it'll just like flop around on the ground. I'm like, dude, how in the world did a guardian get down there? Like, what? And then, then the other day when I was, working on it for 7 hours, I saw a guardian, in that little waterfall stream, and I'm like, that must be it. So it's pretty cool, I mean, just one of those random little things that's kind of neat. All right, now, so we need we need some wood. So, let's just grab all this. Dude, that bunny's freaking me out, man. He sounds like a zombie coming at me or something. It's like these big steps. All right, just took a sip of coffee. I'm apologize. All right, so now let's do that. Put it away. Yeah, and grab that. What the heck? Let's grab some of that too. Some of that. No, we don't need that much. Let me see here. Take that. Alright, I must still have the workbench over here. And if I do not, well, that's okay because I have wood on me and I can make a workbench if I need it. Oh, man, like freaking crazy huge projects that we be doing up in here, y'all. Now, I think an Enderman is responsible for that over there because I know that I did not do that. Oh, and guys, I must apologize too. I've been noticing in some of my longer videos, the audio and the video are so not synced. And, I mean, really, it's just because of the app that I have to use, to render and everything. I use, as some of you know, I use the Share Factory and crunch. And unfortunately, it's not, I mean, if I didn't have it, I wouldn't have a channel, really, honestly. But, it's not super professional grade. And so it sometimes, and it doesn't sync up quite so good. But, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, right? At least I have it. So I do apologize for that, you guys, but I really have no control over the audio syncing. If I did, I'd be able to do something about it, but I really don't. I mean, I don't get to record audio and video separately or anything like that. Totally beyond my control. Ah, dang it, I missed it. You know what? That's ugly. I want that ladder out of here. Okay, get that other one. Bam. Bam, son. Alright. There we go. Little bit more. Yeah, by the way, this hole right here was naturally there. That design and all that. I just cut the floor out from here, to make it go to the bottom where I'll have my collection point. So, I thought it was pretty cool. And natural funnel for it. Okay. Now we're going to spruce it up just a little bit, Harold. Go. Oop, oh, nope. That would be in my affect the way it works. There we go. And let's do this one again. Oh, no. Do some dark prismarine on it. Cool. And let's get this all fixed up here. So there comes our funnel. Okay. So, let's see here. This crap out of here. Yuck, gravel. So ugly. Like I said, dudes, you know I'm going to have to totally redecorate all of this. So, alright, what do we got here? So, right there. I know I'll have to, you know, make those go into the chest when I get one down here. And let's pick all this up so we can drop it somewhere. Get it out of my face. Don't want that, and honestly, I do not need the ladders too. Cool. All right, now let's go up into here. I should have a crafting table. Nice, I do. I need to make signs. Which one was it? Was it not in decorations? Shoot, I'd be forgetting, yo. There it is, dudes. Alrighty, cool. So let's make just a little bit more. What do we got? 27? Okay, you know, we'll start with that. Crunch, and we'll see where it gets us to. Alright, I need my dirt blocks here. Alrighty. And so now, crunch. Let's do. Dude, it's a lot of signs, man. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough, dude. Why was I thinking 27 would be enough, man? Am I stupid? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna need to do. Holy crap, I need a lot of signs, dudes. I'm gonna need way more wood than that. And, so, yeah. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I get it. You know, I get it. So, alright. I guess I'll go get some wood. And I'm going to have to start to replant some trees for shizzle. I'll be back, guys. For those of you who don't understand, you know, the point of the signs, you know, those are just so that, you know, like, you're basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put source blocks of water at the very top of it, you know, and then so it'll always have a downward current. You know, and so when guardians spawn in there, we'll be pushing them down, you know, toward the funnel. And, you know, you put the signs there so that they will basically fall, you know, out of that current of water and then into the next current of water that will push them into the funnel itself. You know, so that's why I'm doing that, just so you know, in case you were wondering if you didn't understand the point of the signs. You know, it'll keep the water from reaching all the way to the bottom, you know, which of course will mess up the whole thing. So, yeah. And cool, the trees have grown. All right. Let's go to sleep. It'll make this rain stop, and it'll bring us some daylight, which I muchly want. Stop rain, and there you go. Cool. All right, sweet. And so let's get some more dish wood. Spruce trees are annoying, though. But they were the nearest, so I was like, screw it, dude. Go for spruce, man. we go. Do this one here. You know, this may be enough wood too, so I'm hoping, you know, if I don't have to like plant more trees, you know, that'd just be great. So, and let's see, let's grab some chests. You know, let's just take this guy and this guy. All right, yeah, let's go. Second guessing myself. It's gonna be, you know, a little bit of a pain in the buttocks, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna have to, you know, like in creative mode, this would be a lot easier. You know, you've got a lot of water you're placing. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of everything going on here. So, you know, but it's not impossible. People do it in survival all the time, and I'm up to the challenge. So cool. Now let's go up here to make some new signs. Cool. That should be plenty of wood, I hope. Oh yeah, that should most definitely be enough. That'd be great if it was, and it's going to be a big old bummer if it is not. And so, let's go down here. You know what we should do? Let's go one block lower here. Cool. And yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. So let's get now stuff ready here. So sign, 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 and those will hold the lava up there, right? And dude, cool. So you know what? Actually, you know, so let me take this again. I'm thinking, you know what I should do? I should make it even a block lower. So let's just move these for now. And let's do some glass right here. Get these signs out. And we'll put the signs here on the glass. And lava bucket. And hey, dude, that should have stopped your flow, yo. That's not cool. Anywho, let's see. So yeah, you know, let's do the. All right, cool collection spot now. So hoppers. You know, here are the chests. Let's get the chest down. So let's see here. Let's just do this. Yep. All right, dudes. And then we can get this. And dude, cool. There we go. And now that should work. I'm hoping it better. Yeah. Cool. That should work. All right. So now, you know what I'd like to do? Let me see here. Let's make this thing a little schnazzier. Cool. There we go. I love how, you know, the sea lanterns, I love how they, you know, they, if you guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they go like, you know, they kind of emanate a soft light. You know what I mean? They go like, yeah. And I love that. I think it just looks so cool. And pretty sweet. Let me see here. So yeah, now I'm ready, I think, to I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm ready to now add some water in here, man. Let's get it started. Also, if you guys didn't notice, too, I lowered this a little bit. Because, you know, when I put the signs up the first time, I'm like, you know, that doesn't give them a huge area to spawn in. And that's going to really lower, you know, my spawn rate. So I actually lowered this like 3 blocks. And, you know what? I think it will be good. So, cool. Alright, now, need to finish the signage here. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, cool, dudes. Alright. So now, we need to make an infinite source. This is probably going to be... Oh, good. Oh, no, wait, there's a hole. Let's just do that. And do that. Alright, dudes. You know, I know there is that area still with water in it right there. So, you know what? Let's just grab some water out of that while we're right here. Cool. So, yeah, I missed you guys, but don't you worry. I'll be back, alright? Alright. You know, I'll probably go in there and cut it all out anyway, dudes. It looks ugly with all this random shite, you know, kind of underneath it. And I don't know, dude. It looks kind of cool at the same time, but, you know, I mean, I'll probably go through and, I don't know, we'll do something with it. I have some serious decoration to do here. So, you know, it is all good. We'll get there eventually. Here we go, 5 buckets. This part, you know, it's going to be a little time consuming too, but that's cool. We got to do what we got to do, so. So now we can get it. A little bit of water right there. And there. Should stop right there. Cool. Oops. Come on, man. Cooperate with me, dude. Alright, and then here. Go get some more. Now, we're going to begin here. Don't you dare push me off of that. And cool, there we go. So now let me move a bunch of stuff out. And we'll get water in here. Should be a source block. Yep, cool. And, dude, gotcha. Alright, sweet. So, moving along here, guys. Oops. Gotta go in further than that. Really? I took it too fast? Butt face. There we go. Alright, dudes. Cool. Yeah, man. And so, alright, it's working. Let's see here. Just, oh no, we're a helpless guardian. Oh no, we fell into the thing. Oh no. Oh man, like such a bummer. What? Cool. And yeah, so now, cool. Alright, let's do this side. And then I'm going to have to do the top, which is going to be quite the challenge. There we go, almost finished. And then need to cover up this hole, right, meow. Get a little glass in that. Alright, we'll have to finish this, I think. It's all good. Okay. So, you know what, let's do this right here. Is that a source block now? Nice. Alright, cool. Sweet. Let's get out right here. Nice. Okay, alright. Looking cool, looking cool. But you know what? The only thing I'm worried about is, you know, maybe I should have taken that central channel. You know what I'm talking about? This one right here. I'm thinking maybe I should have dropped this central channel down one more block. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. Wait, what the freaking heck is happening, dude? I don't like that, man. You know what? I probably should have taken it down an extra block. Looks like it's proving my point to me already. The water has totally joined up and is so freaking messing up the flow, dude. What in the heck? We need to stop this madness. Something's happening here that's not supposed to. Alright, I'm gonna get this out. Get out, water, get out. Oh, man. Alright, dudes, okay. It's cool. I'm gonna fix this. I know what I did wrong. As soon as I was saying I thought I might have done that wrong, it went ahead and proved my point for me. So, alright, that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. I'll be back in like 50,000 minutes. So, you know what? I discovered another fault in my building. You know what I did? I freaking made this side 7 blocks instead of 8. And man, I can't believe I did that. Dude. So now I have to go through and I have to, you know, remake this side and make it, you know, all the right dimensions. And I freaking hate that because it takes so long. So, you know, I mean, this is me building when I don't use a tutorial for something I've never made before. But you guys know me. I don't like to use tutorials if I don't have to. And I think I'm doing this right, save for the mistakes I'm making. But, you know, it'll work eventually, if not sooner. And so, you know what? It's all good. I'll live. It's cool. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna make it actually, like, you know, the way that it's supposed to be. Yeah, so we're going... Yeah, this way. Alright, out like that. And that. And then I gotta get the glass lined up. Oh, dang, man. I cannot believe I did that. That's just so freaking stupid, man. How much of, like, a noob can I be? So I'm gonna finish this up, guys, and get all this nonsense fixed. And then, you know what? We'll be back. So just bear with me. Okay, guys, I am now up at the top here. And what I'm going to do is just place a single layer of blocks down right now. And what that will allow me to do is just place water and, you know, make source blocks up here. And then once I've done that and I've, you know, made source blocks on the whole thing, then I'm going to cut all this out so the water can then freely flow down. And when I, you know, screwed up the dimensions of this, the water made it down into my lava blade. And since it was... all 4 of them were source blocks, it turned all of it into obsidian. I don't have any more lava with me, so I'm going to need to go and find some. Now, I am in a desert, so I can probably find some surface lava pools. And if not, you know what? When I was heading up the waterfall earlier, I grabbed some more sand on my way up, and I was over there, and I very plainly heard lava popping beneath me, so I think that I'm pretty close to it. I don't know. I don't recall seeing any surface lava pools in the desert, but I also haven't been looking for them. So you know what I might do, though, is I might just check underneath, you know, where I am presently first. And then, you know, if I'm not able to, or, you know, it's too far or something like that, then I'll go check for surface pools. But I don't know. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I could find some lava under me because it sounded pretty close. So that would be cool. I'm not going to have to, you know, worry about not having lava because I only brought 4 buckets with me and, you know, wasted all of them. So I'm going to finish doing this really quick, guys. And then I'm going to go get some more lava, get the lava blade prepared. And then I will come back and we'll lay down some source blocks up here, get it cut out, and well, we'll see if this bad boy works. And God, I hope it does too. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure it's going to work in one way or another. I'm just hoping it works well. That would be great. So, all right, guys, I'll be back with you here in a second. And, yeah, I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're digging down, guys. I know there's got to be a cave down here. Oh, and I think maybe, yep, we just found her. Alright, cool. And so now, ooh, some gold. Let's find that lava, because I'm I'm totally positive that I heard some. I know I did, so let's find it. Now, you know what? Let's go... Shut up. I hate you, dude. This way. Alright. Yay, see? Yeah, I knew I heard it over here, so let's just keep going this way and we'll find it. You know, I keep seeing things. I think there's like some crap on my TV or something. Might as well grab this while we're down here, huh? I heard a zombie. And wow, dude, this thing just freaking like keeps going, man. What's up, dude? Whoa! Ho 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 ho. Owie. What hit him? Get some of this crap out of my inventory. My inventory. Oh shoot. That was scary. Get out of my face. I see light. And I hear it. Sweet. Yeah, man. Alrighty. Cool beans, dudes. Let's get this shiznit. That gravel, though. No? Cool. Alright. And let me see here. You know what? I gotta get rid of some of these buckets, actually. The water in them, I mean. Not the buckets themselves. Take some of this dirt. Dirt is always muy useful. Alright, now, get rid of this crap too, and don't need that. I'm cool, don't need that. And that. Now, let's get just... You know, I mean, really, all I need to do is get one, but I don't know, I'm weird, dude. I want 4, and, you know, like... No, it's cool. We'll just do 2, because you know what? I mean, you know, then if we have the same issue, I don't have to cut obsidian out. I'll get 4 lava buckets, and I'll place 2 in at a time, you know what I mean? And then if something goes wrong, it's cool because we got 2 extra. I killed him. I sang him to death. I sang him to death. I don't know why I sang when I was scared, but I made it happen, baby. We took him out. We sang him to death with my amazing voice. All right. I don't have an amazing voice, and I do know this, guys. All right. It's cool. 2, 3, and 4. Dudes, alright, okay. And now, let's get out of meal. We'll fix the lava blade, and I'm going to continue with the build, because we're nearly complete, I think. And I'm really trying not to, you know, go into like a 2 or 3-parter for this particular build. So, you know, trying to really get it done here. So let's, where is it? There it is. There we go. Alright, man. Cool. So let's fix this bad boy up now. Alright, what do we have here? So we had some... where the heck did I put it? Oh, dude, that's stupidness, man. Well, it's cool. We'll get this right here. Let's just do that. And... boink. And a boink. Alright, cool. And now, so let's go like this. There. Lava. Lava. And cool, dude, that works for me. Alright. And so now, let's put some sea lanterns. There we go. Alright, nice. Cool beans, guys. So now, let's do the water sources up top. I need... Yeah, alright, it's cool. Nope, not this way. Up this way. Alright, so now we're up here, and I'm going to just start laying down some agua. We're going to make source blocks with it, and then Oh yeah, man. Cool. So now, all we need to do is just continue to pick up the water and drop it down until we've made an entire source block on the whole thingamajigger. And cool, dude. It's going nice and fast. And there's a bit of lag happening too, though, you know. I mean, we got a lot of signs and stuff going on. It's just, you know, one of them things, so... I mean, it's cool. As long as it works alright, dude, I honestly just really couldn't care, man. It just freaking better work alright, and then I'm fine. Boom! Yeah, buddy. And cool, dude. We got it. Sweet. So now what we need to do is just break out this, and, boom. Dude, cool. So I'm going to break all this out. And I will be back with you guys momentarily. All right, we got the all that cut out now, and it's I mean, other than the spawning, I haven't seen anything spawn yet, but I didn't expect to yet. We still got some things to do, but you know, as far as like transportation is concerned, it's going well. Now you'll see they drop through, they go straight into the central channel, and then boom, push down the center. So that is good. That's exactly what we want it to do. Very cool. Alright, so now what we need to do is, I understand that they spawn, you know, much better in dark areas, so we do not want this thing lit, so we need to cover the top. But you know what I want to do for that is, I'm going to need, let's get some, you know, we got plenty of stone down here. I'm going to need some slabs for that, so, because I don't want other mobs spawning up there, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. Alright guys, we have a functioning Guardian farm, and oh my god, dude, it's, I mean, really, you know, I didn't make the spawnable area all that big, and this thing is freaking epic. It is so efficient, dudes. It is so awesome. Like, I'm just so stoked, man. It is awesome. So, all right, now what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to put some stuff away. You know, I'm still going to be working here, you know, from time to time, which, you know, will be great too, because that'll also provide some more episodes for you guys, you know. I mean, take you through as I, you know, decorate and make things look all cool and stuff, you know, amid other episodes of doing other things, of course, you know. I mean, I'm not only going to do that, so, but that's cool. But, you know, I mean, yeah, it's going pretty good, pretty darn cool. So let me, you know, move all this stuff, get these things here, and, so yeah, you know what I'm going to do, just to, like, you know, give you guys a little bit of a example of, you know, how truly efficient this monster is. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab everything out of the chest, you know, right now that's in there. I'm going to take it into peaceful really fast. So, you know, all the guardians that are currently in there will despawn. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back into, you know, hard mode while I'm standing there. And then I'm going to time lapse it for you. And we'll see after, you know, a certain period of time has elapsed, you know, how full the chest is. So it's going to be pretty cool. And, I'm excited to see what we get out of this monster, man. So it's going to be pretty darn cool, guys. So, you know, alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this in peaceful, empty the chest. God, can you even hear me? It's so loud. I'm going to put this in peaceful, empty the chest, and then let all the mobs despawn, and then put it back into hard, and we'll time-lapse this bad boy. So we'll be right back. Alright, guys, I am back in again, and yeah, I had to lose everything that I got, but I don't know what the heck was going on, man. I haven't freaking seen that type of glitch since, like, I first started playing this game. Man, that's a freaking bummer, dude. And I don't know how it happened, man, but did you guys see, like, right before I cut that scene, too? I, like, caught on fire, man. It was like I was in the lava or something, dudes. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, but I caught on fire all of a sudden, and then in, like, a second after that, I died. That was so weird, man. But it's cool, guys. You know, we got it working again, and, you know, glitch is over. Dude, that was so bizarre. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we have done it, and we made the Guardian farm. We got ourselves a beautifully working grinder here now. And it's working very, very well. And let me see here. What are the dimensions of this, so I can give it to you more specifically? So let's see here now. The spawnable area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Not including, you know, this right here where the fences are, or the signs are, you know. So it's 7 by, that should be 18 blocks, I think. It should be 7 by 18. You know, again, you don't have to build this exact same way. I'm just You know, if you do want to build this the same way I did, you know what, you don't need a majorly huge spawnable area. As you see, it's 7 by 1, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, just like I said. Oh, man. So, yeah, dudes, spawnable area is 7 blocks by 18 blocks. And, yeah, there you go. It is freaking working amazingly. Now, you know, if you stand up here, you're too close and they're not going to spawn. So you need to go down here. And, yeah, it's gravy. It's gravy. So, yeah. And you see the dudes will start to spawn here in just a moment. Alright, cool. There we go. Now you see them falling through. Bye-bye, my friend. So, yes, guys. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. It's working really, really good now. I'm super happy with it. Hey, look, see? I was talking about this earlier, and it totally happened, dude. What's up, man? Ow, that was freaking mean of you. What? What is going on? No! No! Oh, my God. Please do not let this happen all the time. This is scaring me now, dudes. I'm really worried that my world is, like, messed up now. Oh, my God. I'm really, really scared right now. Oh, God. Let's try loading in again. Hey guys, I am back again, and I'm actually heading home. I want to get away from that for a little while, and yeah, oh, dude, I'm honestly very, very deeply concerned now. I don't know, that strange glitch that I haven't seen in a very long time just, I don't know, happened twice, you know, in like freaking, I don't even know, in like 7-8 minutes maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm really worried about that. I don't know what's happening with it, and I'm afraid if I continue to do work over there, then that is going to continue, and I'm really, really scared about that because I don't want to corrupt my world, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Have you guys experienced a glitch like that since the update? I'm not freaking sure what's happening, but I'm very, 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 very worried about it now. Because, you know, I want to do more over there, man. I want to make it awesome. You know, I want to do a minecart track to it. You know, I want to make an entrance. I want it to be just, like, epic, you know? But, I mean, really, I'm super freaking terrified of going over there now. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't know, guys. I'm just really, really scared. So, yeah, also, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I had to move the lava blade up a block because, basically, I left 1 block of air. So, you know, between the God, I never remember the name. The hoppers, between the hoppers and the lava itself, there was only 1 block of air there. You know, and so when the guardians were dying, when, you know, their loot drops were popping out of them, it was actually going up into the lava and it was burning up, and I wasn't getting a single drop from that. So I just wanted to mention to you guys, make sure there's at least 2 blocks of air between, you know, the mobs, and I think 2 is just fine. I don't think I really lost anything because it's working super efficiently, so I don't know. But I mean, yeah, so you guys, I don't know, let me know if you've seen anything like that, and if you have, I don't know, let me know if you know, like, what's happening. I'm worried that maybe there's too much going on there. I'm not entirely sure because it is kind of laggy and stuttery over there. There's a lot happening, you know. So I'm really, really worried about it right now. Yeah, so guys, if you have any information, please do let me know about that. I didn't even make it all the way home yet. I don't know if you guys can see it, but up towards the center left-ish of your screen, you can see the minecart tracks that I've been building, you know, over my area, and you can kind of see a couple of the village homes right there, you know, in the general area. So yeah, I was right there and almost home. And why do I only have 3 hearts? What is happening? Guys, I'm really worried that my world is screwed up now. I don't know what to do about it. I'll see if I can figure anything out, guys. Please let me know if you know anything too. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.